We're here with my good friend and dating coach, Yakov.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. I see you in Miami and New York, and now back in New York, and soon in Miami. So, you know, we were having an interesting conversation a few weeks ago about the difficulties of dating in the modern world. And that's something that a lot of people could relate to, especially for professional women. We were talking about the more successful a woman might be professionally, or the busier she is, that she has a lesser supply of men, and that there's many obstacles.
Usually most successful women are a little more strong-minded, a little more secure within themselves. And instead of looking for the random person, they really need a select few. If you break it down to personality types, they're looking for a certain personality type that has it, that when he's walking down the street with a pretty girl, he's, you know, if people are gonna be looking at her, he feels comfortable with it. The same thing with a lawyer. If she's, you know, a hotshot lawyer, as yourself, of course, you know, you need a guy that's gonna be able to stand there with all these lovely people talking to you and looking at you, and he has to feel comfortable with that.
Are there men out there that exist like that?
Few and far between, but they exist.
What can women in the modern world do to hold on to a man?
We're talking about the professional woman, right?
Professional women especially.
Well, so they have to remember that guys still want to be the hunters. They gotta, like, you know, let them hunt a little bit. You know, even though you may know the answer before they even think about it, because women are a lot smarter than men sometimes. But, you know, let's face it.
Allegedly or really?
Allegedly, of course. But, you know, you gotta let them, you know, hunt a little, let them feel like they're in charge. Whether they are or aren't is irrelevant.
Should a woman call a man? Or I was reading books like The Rules, where it says that a woman should not call a man, or a book like He's Not That Into You. Do you agree with those notions?
Well, I'll tell you like this. I'm actually coming out with a book in about 6 months from now.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah. And it's not really the game as everybody calls it, but it's more of the psyche. Women and men don't really understand each other's psyche of what's happening. So if a girl calls a guy right away, in his mind it's like, okay, I have the girl. So
or does he think she's a stalker?
Well, that happens too. There are female stalkers. Keep it light, keep it simple, enjoy yourselves, get to know one another.
So would you recommend an expensive steakhouse on a first date?
Definitely not.
Oh, so my men have been taking me there. Is that a problem?
Well, that's why you've been having problems.
Well, why is that a problem? Women like to eat.
They do,
yeah.
But you're not getting the real sense of the man.
Why not?
You tell me.
Because it's like a fake environment?
There you go. It's your eating, you're controlled, the woman is watching what's going in her mouth.
Chocolate souffle.
She's afraid she's getting lipstick on her or not.
Oh. Well, so you would recommend a different type of date, a more relaxed,
date.
A cheaper type of date?
Not necessarily cheaper. You can go to D&B's, you can go out, Dave & Buster's.
Oh, that's not my style date. Sorry. But
you can go to a lounge.
A lounge?
A lounge.
That's so noisy.
Starbucks. Go for a walk.
For a coffee. What?
How about a walk?
A walk? That's
walk and
so
talk.
Simple and boring. Really? Like you don't recommend restaurants and good
Not
food
for a
and
first
wining and dining and?
What happens if you don't like the guy? I've heard from many women that
at least we get good food.
But many women don't want to be trapped for 3 hours.
Let's say if you don't feel chemistry right away, how do you know when you throw in the towel or when you try to push it?
It's a great question. My usual response is the first 2 dates. If it's not a no, it's a yes.
Really?
Yeah. Give them another shot. You never know, different environment, different things. You may feel that chemistry or not. Chemistry doesn't always happen, but boom, it's there. That was for the 18-year-olds. When you're 30, 40 years old, you know, you're out there, you're set, you're an attorney, you're a doctor. You know, you have different things going on in your mind. It doesn't always happen just like that. Sometimes
so
it
you
builds.
should give them a chance.
Yes. If it's not a no, if you're
right.
disgusted by the person or there's something about him you don't like, then forget it.
And how do you know when you say, this is not going anywhere, and you know, I don't feel attracted to this guy or whatever? How do you know when to cut it off?
That's a great question. Well, peeling back on some of the old-fashioned lists that most people have, I say toss the list in the garbage. There's 4 criteria or 5 criteria that you really need. One is attraction. You definitely have to be attracted to the person. Whether you're attracted to their mind, their humor, their body, whatever it may be, you have to be attracted to the person. Love is essential, but it doesn't always happen right away. You need communication. Without a doubt, you need communication. And you need to respect the other person. And of course, there's a money issue. People in today's society, you want to feel secure at whatever level it is. If the both of you are happy and content with the fact you can live in a shoebox, that's great, but it's right up front. This is what I earn approximately. You don't have to say, hey, look, I earn $1 million a year, but I'm comfortable. you should kind of know where each other stand, and you're dating within your realm.
And how could our viewers get in touch with you? Because you do one-on-one life coaching and sessions. Yeah, so how could our viewers get in touch with you?
My blog spot is peacefulresolutionsusa.com.
Thank you so much for being here. We enjoyed having you.